Jonathan Klee here with Perception Funding, coming to you with 10 to 14, maybe 20 more ideas to help you with your fundraising efforts for your organization, coming to you from our Perception Funding office, which is out in the woods. You may hear some chickens even. There's some chickens out there fighting, trying to lay some eggs. Got a fire going in the office. Just have a cozy place for our nonprofit partners, our ministry partners to come and work and meet with us, but also for our team, our employees to work as well. And so just right now, I wanted to share a few ideas for you. Right now, we're in the middle of the year-end giving season. So right now is a great time to be telling stories to your donors, trying to stand out. We don't want you to be lost in the noise as you're fundraising, as all the other organizations are also presenting their organizations to your donors as well. And so you don't want to be lost in the noise. You want to stand out. You want to tell great stories. So we want to inspire you with some ideas. We really are trying to keep these videos and these ideas that we're releasing in our e-course, really trying to keep them practical, but also new and creative, and just really want them to really apply to the season that you're in. So right now is the year-end giving season. So I'm going to switch to that screen, and let's see. All right. I think right away what jumps off the page at me is the gratitude and social wall. You create an online gratitude wall where donors can share their reasons they support your nonprofit. And then the donors and testimonials share heartfelt testimonies from donors who have been deeply impacted by your organization's work. And so I think that the social wall is more like a graphically designed page where it's kind of like a blog where people can post and other people can go and share there. And the testimonial thing might look more like Google review type stuff on your website, but it could also look like asking donors to post on social media why they support your organization. Thank you video montage, and this just takes taking great pictures throughout the year and being ready to compile them and to share them with donors. The virtual fireside chat. Host a virtual fireside chat with your nonprofit's leadership. Provide insights into your plans. I think the idea there is, well, we have another e-course called Measurement and Evaluation, and so you could check that out. And the idea is to help grow and develop your ministry. You need to do some measurement and evaluation, and then you implement those new ideas over the course of the year in your ministry and your programs so that you can grow the impact that you're having. And then you can measure and evaluate again to see how that went. And then at the end of the year, you could share with your team that's leading those programs the success you've had that year. And you can also take that information and share it with your donors. So I think that's a great way to continue to grow this. We talked a little bit about Giving Tuesday last time. And I think the main thing with that is not just focusing on all of your donors. You don't just need your supporters moving money from one time a year to the other, but focus on getting new supporters. And that's also where donor-centered social media content can help with that in terms of asking donors to post about that. Let's see what else. A challenge grant. That's also, people call that matching funds. We had an organization we work with had a $25,000 match in September, and they ended up raising 48, and so then an additional 25 came in from the match. So that really makes things go a long ways. Legacy giving promotion. People don't really do much, I don't think, or do it well in terms of having planned giving. So having planned giving information on your website for if donors are planning on where their assets are going to go when they pass away, educating them on donor advised funds, which is like a charitable savings account that people can give out of. There's just lots of different options there. This comes to mind at the end of the year. Once you're 72 and a half, you have to take a mandatory distribution from your IRA or Roth IRA or your retirement. And most of the time people take that distribution, and then they're then taxed on that as income. And a lot of times they then give away a portion of that, and then they get a tax deduction. But instead of doing it that way, people's IRAs and 401ks, you can distribute it from your IRA or 401k or investments right to a nonprofit, then you don't pay income tax and you just get the tax deduction. So it takes a step out of that. You pay less tax. It's a lot cleaner. We also have a video about that as well that explains it probably better than I just did. Yeah, so there's a lot of great ideas here. Again, the idea is that you're not going to apply all of these. You're going to do a few little things. Maybe obviously we don't know when you're watching this. And so sometimes year in giving, it's just best to do a few bite-sized things. And so send a handwritten thank you to your donor. Text a few supporters and ask them to sit down for coffee or lunch. Share stories. Be really relational and personal to people. Donors aren't dollar signs. Donors are important parts of your organization. You couldn't do what you're doing without them. So let them know that. And so I think that's really the key here, is to engage with people in personal, relational ways so that you can show them your thankfulness, but also that they're an important part and they mean a lot to you. And so press on, ask questions, let us know how we can help you, and we'll go from there.